It's a race against the tide. We could lose our vehicle here. We've got to really hurry. Don't run over the winch rope if you can.
Drive it to it. Right on, so we have a winch rope. Come on down.
Welcome back, guys. If you're new here, we have been living and documenting our adventures around Australia for just over 1 year. We've actually been living this way though for over 3 years now. And if you're all over our past videos, you would also know that we currently have Maya living with us. She's from France. She's here to help with our 4 children while life has been really busy getting our give back mission and clothing brand up and running. The series of events we're about to show you outline just how hectic travel life can be. To make matters worse, on top of all the issues, our mic is still playing up. But we took the lemons that life gave us and we made lemonade and made a bit of fun out of the situations and dubbed some pretty funny audio back into the scenes we have literally no audio for. This is a shit show and that's us. That's our life, but it's a chaotic and beautiful life. We are the Cartwrights.
Hello, Baba. You coming to help me with my leaky water tank? Can you jump out of the way, little Rosie? I'm about to drop the water tank out of the caravan.
Dad, it's raining in here.
You stand out here.
Whoa.
So basically, to stop this whole leak issue I'm having here, I'm going to have to drain the tank. So the tank gets drained over here from the bottom, and then obviously up the top here where the leak is, once the water level subsides, I'll be able to somewhat try and silicone it and patch that squirting hole that's coming out of there. But also what I've seen is just up here and around here, every single place where this tank's bolted onto the chassis is actually showing the same amount, like the same stress fractions. So I'm going to have to drop all the water out of the tank and fix it. Good news, ads. I've got water pissing out the underside of my caravan again. No beers for us.
As well as the major leak in the tank, the drawer in the kitchen has fallen out again. And we've got a piece of cutlery wedged in the kitchen slide on the truck as well.
How the hell are we going to get that out?
So now that this tank is dry and I can actually silicone something, I'm going to pop some silicone up under the bolt here where the fatigue crack is. Try not to get any on my leg, that would be handy, and then put the bolt back in, and hopefully it holds for a little bit, at least until I get back to Shepparton, where we can have a look at how to fasten these water tanks better, because currently they're all cracking.
There we go.
We're just chilling here. Look who's coming to rescue us.
Ready?
No way you guys are bogged. I didn't have any full drive. That'll do it.
I didn't think it was four-wheel drive.
What's up, Tully?
I didn't have any four-wheel drive.
He goes up.
This or what?
Well, I didn't have to have last time.
Are you actually stuck? Do you want to max trucks it, or do you want me to get the snatchy? I don't. Do I have to dig this early in the episode? Like, this is becoming a very bad habit for you, Adam.
It's only started happening since we started hanging out with you, though.
It's my fault, is it? Everything's my fault, apparently. Here, I'll dig you out. Only Adam attempts Yardie Creek crossing in two-wheel drive. Oh, goes to me, you told me it wasn't that bad.
I trusted you. Oh, we'll be right. What's the worst that can happen?
Do you want me to drive, bro?
I've got the most experience here, so I think I should drive. I trusted your instinct. You said was okay.
You need a truck, brother. Right, send it.
Whoa.
Right.
That was about to be lost. I really carry this family, don't I? He doesn't listen to me. There's not much more I can do. You know, I try. Can only lead a horse to water.
I fully thought you blew a diff. There was no way you'll get involved here. I fully thought something had gone horribly wrong.
It did. Something went wrong in my head.
Can you stop being a bitch and send it once you get up on the truck, please?
Ready? Yeah, Andy, calm.
What do you got in your tyres?
30. I'll go down. I'll go down.
Yeah, you sure?
What's that noise? That noise.
Hey, did you get new shorts?
I'm
These ones too.
Elfie.
I'll get Elfie for you. Oh, sorry, did I get you in the nose?
My Elfie.
I love it. It's so good.
You did all this on purpose, didn't you, Adam?
No, I just wanted to get to camp, have something to eat, have a fish.
I now know to be a little bit more specific with my responses.
Yeah, put you in four-wheel drive, you're gonna need it.
I shit you not, I'm going to go stand in the back of the caravan and pull a shot.
Not many people will see this, it's fine. You had it!
I'm going to get the straps, and then I'm going to try not to get stuck myself. The likelihood of me getting stuck here is very high. This has just become way more eventful than it needs to be. Thanks, Adam. I need that mirror, babe. We're getting stuck here 100%. Hey, I'm gonna have to put maxis down so I don't get stuck. Hey, stop there. I'll see how close we are. Have you not got enough?
I just need one to join our rope now.
It's alright, don't worry about it. For this one,
Have it take? No, I need one to join ours.
you don't want to loop it through. Nah, it'll tie too tight. Yeah, there's one in my
Recovery bag, which is
recovery bag in my locker on that side.
At the bottom under the back.
That joins his snatch strap. I want to be longer because otherwise if I'm back in this soft stuff, I'm getting stuck 100%, man. I might even put max tracks under my truck so I can go hard from the start.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too hard. Do you want to put a bridle on that or you don't have one?
I don't have one. Oh no, I got the tree trunk thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't have.
You know what?
Have you got another one then?
That'll be right. I just won't go hard, man, because I'm 11 ton, eh?
6 hours later.
That should be right. I would prefer it off both, but have you got another one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we can just soft shackle it under there if you want.
Have you got another soft shackle?
I've got thousands.
Okay.
I get stuck a lot, Adam.
So this bag is to catch all the sand for the memories. I don't need to take that winch out, do I?
You do. I'm not going to go very hard, man.
Why's your rope so long?
Bro.
My rope's so long because I don't want to come back onto this soft stuff because then we get stuck too. I'm just going to take it pretty easy, bro.
Yeah.
Jump in, I'm on 14.
Yeah.
I've been lazy. Well, whoever put the max tracks down has been lazy. And they haven't put straps on the tracks. So I'm just drawing lines to mark where they are because we're going to be. Right, man, once I go, I'm going to pretty much keep going right to the other side. So it's going to be up to you to radio me if you need me to stop, all right?
Copy.
Thankfully, that all didn't take too long because we've got all the kids in the car, and although it is a beautiful day, we did not want to be stuck here. This whole afternoon, spending the whole day getting Adam out of his bog once again, because these ropes, we seem to be getting out every time Adam... Oh, hey Adam! It's always in good fun though. However, Adam, pick up your game. From now on, always four-wheel drive for beach driving, especially the infamous YARDIE Creek. A home on wheels isn't just a home. It's a gateway to adventure, and in time, it would become the caretaker of life's greatest memories. Between the walls of a nomadic family's home are the echoes of laughter, of struggle, of triumph, and of a great journey. It's more than a journey. It's a way of life. A life where the horizon is your neighbour and every sunrise is a new beginning. A life not measured by the days spent standing still, but measured by the moments that remind us we're alive. This isn't just about travel. It's about freedom. It's about stepping away from what's ordinary and embracing a life where every turn of the key opens the door to the extraordinary. It's our mission to share this experience, to give you the chance to make this life your own. On Christmas Eve, we will be changing a family's life forever. The keys to this home on wheels will be handed to one of you guys, to a family full of wonder, to a family destined to explore.
I'm trying to see how the sights work here so I know where to pull up. So it's southerlies all week, so the wind's coming from that way. Somehow we need my truck and the caravan to sort of block. Ideally, if I could get my caravan to be, the door to be facing this way, that means I won't have to deal with any of that. But it just means I've got to T-bone it up in there somehow. I'm trying to level the caravan, and the compressor won't kick in, nor will the caravan let me adjust the airbags to make us level, but it doesn't even let me do it manually. Normally I can do it manually and override this thing. But I don't know what's going on. This comes directly after I spent 2 hours last night fixing water leaks under the caravan, fixing our front water tank burst. I was siliconing that up. Then the drawer, which if you swing around you can see is not in, the drawer keeps falling out. And now we pull up and bags won't even level. It'll go down, it'll dump, but the compressor won't kick in to go up.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Yeah, I've tried turning it off and go.
Is it plugged in and the power on?
I think we're just gonna have to plug the truck compressor in. Never ending, isn't it?
It's travel.
It's travel for you. Anyway, we get to enjoy that now. Good news is I fixed the compressor and it just overheated because the leveling in the caravan's not working, so it's constantly trying to tilt the caravan, and I just forgot to turn the compressor off. So because it's constantly trying to tilt the caravan back and forth, it's while we're driving. So what we do, we set it on either normal mode or low mode while we're driving, and that keeps the caravan in either like a setting that's good for highways or good for off-roading sort of thing. Because it's not working, it's just constantly trying to tilt the caravan back and forth, and I forgot to turn the compressor off, so the compressor overheated, but now that it's cooled down we can level the van again.
As hard as travel life can be sometimes, it's part of a bigger picture. Between the maintenance and cooking bangers and mash, our children play with the local wildlife and watch the sun set in the evening. What we perceive as normal to us is in fact completely abnormal to others. It makes us think we're pretty bloody lucky. It's moments like these that make you pinch yourself and realise a life full of adventure and travel fully outweighs a life full of rules and monotony. As the sun was setting after an eventful day, Jackson surprised me with a "Get up early in the morning, I have something special to show you."
It was a long night last night. Kids all ended up in our bed, all three of them. Don't even know why. I think Wilder wet the bed. Ellis was too hot in his bed, and Aurora, she was having a stinking sleep. So 3 kids in the bed, not much sleep, and here I am, bright and early, but I don't care because I'm going on a date. We have not been on a date in, I can't even remember. Could not tell you when. It's not a regular date though. Not a date out for dinner. Not a date to the movies. We're going out on the boat this morning and we're going to go for a dive together. Going to see the beautiful sea life that they've got here on the Ningaloo. It's something that I've never really done much, to be honest, because I'm always in the boat with the kids, looking after the kids and making sure the family doesn't die out there on the water. But this morning he's taken me out, just me and him, so we're going to have no distractions. We're going to be able to just spend a peaceful morning underwater, look at the sea life. So how amazing. Today also we have woken up to 22% battery, so we got our solar fixed in Karratha. Well, we're hoping we did. So today will be the test to see if we can get ourselves up to 100%. I don't know a hell of a lot about solar, but from what I do know, I do believe that shouldn't be too hard for us to do. Should our solar be working properly, shouldn't take us long to get up to 100%. So today will be the test. But first, I'm going to go and enjoy myself with my husband underwater on a nice romantic date.
Whoa.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You look fine, girl.
You can't eat your banana with your dummy in. That's not how it works.
Do what you want.
Cutie. Here you go, now try. There you go.
What, yesterday's Bobo?
There you go. Oh, look at you. Look how nice you look. Oh, thank you. I'm going on a date. Oh. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
I put them on now? Or?
No, wait till we get in the middle. They won't fog up.
The date's off to a good start. It's bogged. Oh God. Well, that's a relief. Could have been a long day sitting there waiting to get out of that bog to finally go on this date. But we're off.
Welcome aboard the Cartwrights Express.
Thank you, Adam.
Hop on board and expect a smooth sailing ride.
Are you our captain today?
No, unfortunately this man is, so I've got the day off.
Thanks, Ads.
No worries. Drive safe.
Bye. He's off. There's so much room to move in here.
So much different not having the kids in here. So what I haven't told you is it's actually mating season for the turtles. So there's turtles everywhere. Last night we had the drone up. It was absolutely beautiful. There's just been turtles breaching out in front of us all morning. So we're gonna head straight out here. This time of year on the Ningaloo, it's windy. We're on the shoulder season. We're pretty much off the shoulder season of what, you know, would be the most popular season here on the Ningaloo, because the wind picks right up. But we're also in mating season for the turtles. So our beautiful date this morning, babe, might be ruined by the wind, but it'll probably be made even more beautiful by the mating season. So we're in about 500 mil of water, which means it's going to be rather difficult to swim. But I feel like this will be the most rewarding place because they're everywhere. I can see 10 just around the boat now. So we'll get in and see if we don't scrape our bellies on the reef. Righto, babe, suit up.
What a waste of love.
This sort of stuff excites me. We haven't been on a date since before I can remember. Life is so busy on the road, I truly forget the last time we had time to ourselves.
How was that?
That was amazing. So amazing. I didn't realise I'd see so much sea life like just in that shallow water.
In terms of dates, how'd I go?
You're pretty good. You still got it, Dad. You still got it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the date, but 11 out of 10 for the company.
I'm going to take you to find some sharks now. How do you feel about
No
that?
thanks. Are we actually?
We'll go see if we can find some sharks. Just stay close, you'll be right. So this place up here, I've affectionately called the Hole, and you'll see why. It just drops off massively up here as soon as we get over this shallow reef. The Hole, babe.
You're so romantic bringing me to this hole.
It's also the aquarium.
Yes, that's better. That's a better name.
Righto, I'll anchor up somewhere and we'll get in. Yeah, to see some sharks.
Are you asking me, am I ready to see some sharks?
That's I'm asking you, are you ready to see some sharks?
No, I'm never ready to see sharks. What sort of a question is that? Who does that? Brings their person on a date and says, you ready to see some sharks? No thanks. Okay, as long as they're small ones and you're going to save me from them.
I'm going to feed you to them.
You are so romantic, aren't you? Okay, yes, I'm ready to see some sharks. Let's go, let's do this. At this point of the date, Jackson, with absolutely zero consultation or consent from myself, decided he was going to shoot a fish, cut it up, and burley the water up to bring the sharks in. How cute of him. As you can see by how tight I'm holding him, I'm not even scared.
Excited to see us.
Daddy caught a fish like this and then the sharks got it. Yeah, the sharks went like this around us everywhere.
What? You don't catch one?
We did, he caught it but it fell off.
Go, YARDIE! How was that? Fun?
That was beautiful. I thought you were going to give me a kiss. I had such a good time. It's the best date we've been on.
A long time, yeah.
No, the best date we've been on.
Okay.
We're going to go home and relax from my relaxing morning.
I'll take all the kids. I'm going to take Ellis at least for a snorkel. I think the girls want to come as well. So,
Yeah.
right, take this
Have
camera
fun.
before I break it. See you soon.
See ya, have fun.
Jackson and I have been going back and forward about the boys shaving their head. I love their long hair, but it's getting in the way of their diving masks and it's always naughty and grotty.
That looks sick.
Also, it's getting way too hot up here, so it was time to go.
It's all gone?
It's all gone, brother.
Am I doing Wilder?
Yeah. Wow, dude.
You're a very good boy.
And it was also time for Dad's hair to go too.
It's mullet.
Do you like my mullet, Adam?
Are you doing a mullet? Can you actually do it?
No.
It doesn't go far enough down the back. It's just like a little, like a little cap in the back.
So I've been lazy, and my little sled here where I normally mount the jockey wheel, put the wheel not on the mounting pad, and as you can see here, it's completely cracked the wheel. These jockey wheels aren't cheap, and now I've got to replace the wheels, which is a pain in the backside. But I'll put him away. Should be right. Don't be like me. Don't be lazy.
Look at that. Oh. This travel thing is so dangerous. Oh. Yeet. Can't catch me.
So I've had to pull up here on top of the hill. The airbags have, on the left-hand side, your left-hand side, my right-hand side here, have dropped down onto the bump stops. Now, what's happening is the Safari system, or the Safari software within my Caravan, is making pretty much every other system within the Caravan and the truck go haywire. The airbags being a pretty crucial one. What I'm explaining here is I'm going to reposition the ride height for the Caravan, and then what I'm going to try and do is disconnect the system so it can't have a mind of its own and change the levels of the ride height. Basically, I'm going to lock it in position so that we don't have any more issues where the Caravan tries to flip. Basically, we can't fix this until we get back to Shepparton. Well, we can, but Cruise Events told us we can't. God knows why.
So now we could finally get out of camp and head to grab these backpackers. Now this whole segment, we really struggled with our mic. So we've sound dubbed the whole thing, and it really actually was quite fun doing this because it took me back to the days when we used to put a show on TV, put it on mute, and pretend we were the voices of the people on TV. So here you go, and we hope you enjoy it.
Push, push. Is anyone pushing? Right, so we're repositioning this car so we can get the Caravan on a good angle to sort of get them out of the spot they were in. Clearly no one's pushing, and I was the only one pushing then. We're backing the Caravan up so I can get right in front of them, and basically because we've got so long to go, I don't want to come back from the Caravan, so I'm going to hook these guys up to the back of the Caravan and we're going to be a road train out of here. Maya finds it very fun because they're French and she speaks French, obviously because she's French.
Yay! I made new friends. I'm leaving you guys now. Goodbye.
Go Maya, she's happy as. I think she wants to go ride in the car with them and not us. All right guys, here we go.
Okay.
How's that feel? All good?
Perfect.
Righto mate, I'm just going to start slowing down here. Don't run over the winch rope if you can.
Okay.
On the road, it's really an unwritten rule, and we're not special here in helping these guys. You can see the guys in the background here, the camp hosts, they're trying to help as well. Helping people is just a normal thing. To some city folk, you would drive past a broken down car on the side of the road. We don't really do that out here. The travelling community it's kind of a no-no to drive past anyone that needs help. And if anyone ever does, and I catch them, I'm coming for you. I'm not, I'm just kidding. But anyway, don't do that. Here we're talking about the likelihood of the vehicle in tow not being able to brake and having no power steering, and that it could possibly run up the backside of the Caravan. Good news is our Caravan's really, really high, and it'll probably just go straight under and damage the bonnet of the car and not us. Yippee, how good's a cruise van chassis? We've got tension here, we're going to take it nice and slow, we're going to putt out of here, and hopefully this drive doesn't take too long. So this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. So I was in constant communication to make sure that these guys weren't running over the winch rope. You know, worst case scenario here, the winch rope gets caught up and rips the bull bar off or does damage to the rope itself, which, you know, nothing's cheap these days when it comes to touring.
Down that last hill, the strap was going under their car, like you weren't going fast enough. Could you see that?
Yeah, no, I couldn't because I can't see it. I can only see when I'm turning.
So maybe I should, when I'm back there with their car, or maybe I'll have the two-way, because you'll have to go faster.
Okay, at the top of the hill, do you want to just grab the two-way off him and just... I don't want to go faster because if he's like, it's going to... I'll pull his bar off.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fine line.
So you couldn't see anything, so you were going and then he was stopping a bit, then you'd go and it would pull him and then...
Yeah, because we're going downhill. If I do any sort of pulling, it's going to pull him faster and then it's just going to be a... What's it called? Like a snowball effect where we're just going to get faster and faster.
I don't know. Like the rope was going under his car, so...
Oh, God. You're just going to have to communicate with him. You can see by the confused look on my face just here that communication was quite difficult as English was limited. By me and them. I'm somewhat illiterate most days.
So every time we're going over a hill, when we go up the hill it's fine, coming down the hill, Jackson's braking, and because these guys have no brakes, every time they keep going faster than what Jackson's actually going, and again it's looking like they're going to run over the strap. So trying really hard to make sure Dad keeps up his speed, but at the same time not ripping and pulling the strap really hard all of a sudden and whipping them. That's when something's going to break. So every time Jackson was slowing down, our snatch strap was going under the front wheel of their car. And because we couldn't understand them properly, they couldn't understand us properly, they kept running over it and it looked like it was gonna snap or pull off someone's bull bar. So I'm out here now, Evie's out here now, and we're just talking Jackson through when he needs to speed up, slow down, so that they don't run over the snatch strap.
So I'm trying to navigate this corner here, get this fella around the corner. Obviously it's trying to pull him to the left too early because the winch rope's obviously attached to the back of the caravan and he's fighting the winch rope out to the right. We went as wide as we can on that corner, but as you can see, you know, it was difficult. The winch rope was constantly losing slack and then tension and then back and forth. It was, yeah. Time to get on the brakes. Kyla's having a good time, but...
Oh, the corrugations are so crazy. It's like shaking through my whole body and so hard to hold on. Can actually see the entrance to camp just over there, so we're not far now. I think he wants me to stay out here right to the very end though, because anything can go wrong right to the last minute, so we just can't be too safe.
Hey Maya, a couple weeks back, a couple months back, did you ever think you were going to be in the middle of on the edge of Australia, miles away from the town, pulling French backpackers back into town so they didn't die out in the desert?
That makes no sense. It's actually working a bit better going this speed too.
Yeah, it would be better, it would be smoother, but if something goes wrong, it's going to go way more wrong a lot faster. That makes sense.
Okay. Just keep your speed a little bit. Keep that, that's good.
So just to clarify, I'm going to go straight up ahead over these bumps, but once we get there I'm going to have to slow down because you guys got to get off the car. I just don't want that rope to snap and be sending bits flying everywhere while I'm going over this rocky stuff.
Okay, if it makes it any easier we can jump off while you're moving. We did that before.
I'll slow down a tad then. Is that rope hitting the rocks?
That rope's off the ground.
Righto, back on girls.
Keep moving.
Alright, so we're going to drop these fellas here. We're going to go set up down on the beach. We're going to drop the whole family off, set them all up so they're nice and comfy, they can get back and relax, and then I will come back, pick these guys up and take them into Yardie Creek, as I said. So Yardie Creek to Winderabandi is still quite a drive, so I might get ads to come and help me out. But the best part about this is we'll be able to unhitch, get the caravan off, and it'll be a whole bunch easier just to tow vehicle to vehicle rather than vehicle to caravan to vehicle. So just removing all the D-shackles from the anchor points there. I'll probably leave them attached. They're obviously super grateful the fact that we've got them this far. Although you see a small clip of how much we've actually done, we've probably got them three hours up the road at a very slow pace.
Coming into camp, we were hearing over the two-way of people getting bogged left, right and centre. So we aired down even further and prepped for what we thought would be a hard time getting through. After such a long, hot morning of towing the French backpackers in, the last thing we wanted to have was to be digging ourselves out of a bog. So we floored it.
All right, let's talk tyre pressures. And the reason I want to talk tyre pressures is because most of you may have watched our episode from a couple of weeks back where we push the rig to the limits up on the Dampier Peninsula, we get ourselves stuck, we get ourselves unstuck. We really have a red hot crack at getting into some of the remote locations on the Dampier. Everyone in that episode was telling me that my tyre pressures weren't low enough, that I need to do this, I got stuck on purpose, this, that and the other. It's not true. Up and down, we go up and down. Probably the most out of any person in the touring industry. We have perfected our tyre pressures. I know exactly what pressures are required from different situations. So here I'm explaining a safe PSI for us to go down to get off the beach in our caravan, and a safe PSI to go down in our truck. But I reckon I went to about 20 PSI in the caravan tyres here. I reckon I went to about 30 to 35 in the rear of the truck. And then I reckon I went to about 25 to 30 in the front. Now that's pretty much as low as I go unless I get stuck. Oh wow, I'm so unfit. Oh, the ground's hot. Oh, okay, so it's really soft. I can't remember what I say here, but it's something along the lines of how soft it is and how hot the ground is, and I've got to get back in the truck. But basically, I'm just going to floor it. Absolutely send it. Gotta go. Ground's hot. Bye.
Pulling into camp, we got a warm welcome from our mates, Adam, Jarrah and Tully. They managed to get out of the bog they were in before we made it there. But unfortunately, the hard work for the day was not over here. Jackson had to quickly set up camp, and then him and Adam need to head back to pick up the backpackers and finish towing them to the main road.
Flex to everyone. This time you don't even need to ask me. It's 15 out of 10. This place is crazy. Why every time it's getting better and better.
That's where we got stuck.
I brought Adam along to go and help these guys tow them back into town because Kyle is staying in bloody paradise back there, back with the kids. They can frolic and we'll spend the next couple of hours trying to get these guys into town. It could be eventful, but you're going to have to pretty much do what Kyla was doing, sit on top of the car and just tell me when the slack of that. Because they've got no brakes and they're not great at communicating, so...
They're French.
They're French, so they've got limited English.
Oui.
Bonjour. But they've got limited English and I really need someone back there communicating, so it's going to be fun. Strap in, Adam. Woohoo!
Jackson and Adam decided to head into town and grab a few supplies we were short on, seeing as though they were halfway there anyway. So it was time to air up. The French backpackers were dropped off safe and sound, and they got the tow they needed from YARDIE Creek car park. Meanwhile, we frolicked and enjoyed the water and the sun. All in all, the day was a win. We helped others and landed ourselves in paradise.
Wind's meant to pick up a bit this morning, so we're trying to get out early because Adam keeps letting all our fish go. All right, I might be involved as well. You ready to see a big one, Ellis? Jesus, is there a tag team or what? Oh, I don't know. Whoa! Oh, did he just let go? He just spat it. Are you serious? Oh, right. That's heartbreaking.
We got up bright and early to spend the morning on a sailboat. Turns out we now want to buy a sailboat. It was the most relaxing thing ever. Do you think that Dad enjoyed himself? Being nice and relaxed, we headed back to camp to begin the pack up and hightail it back to Exmouth, where we get to have proper showers, stock up on food, do all the washing and recoup after a 2.5 week of beach camping. We're all so relaxed and ready to get...
I was lazy and I didn't winch the boat up the beach. Now I'm digging myself out.
See that post up there? We're gonna winch off that. No, I'm winching off Adam's car.
So this is a common occurrence, getting them out of fog. On the rebar, bro.
You know when you just want to pack up, you're ready to get into town, restock, relax after, you know, a couple of weeks on the beach? That was me this morning. Now look at me. It's a race against the tide. We could lose our vehicle here. We've got to really hurry.
Soccer plough.
Is it Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
There you go. It's a mindset thing.
I've misplaced the winch remote. We got mate? Alright, let me get the truck unstuck. Then I'll put you in it.
Well, that was a tiring way to end the week. We need a big rest after that. Well, we enjoyed it with you guys again this week, and by jingo are we loving getting back to our adventure type of lifestyle. Things slowed down a little there when I was pregnant and while Aurora was just a newborn, but we are loving life so much more this way. Our hearts are full over here at the Cartwrights, but as you know, we are never far from a disaster of some sort. And next week, you wouldn't believe it, but our alternator is to blow up again. So we'll see you then when we have you guys with us for a week full of life tasks. See you then, guys.